In this video, we are going to talk about electrical energy consumption and how much energy is used by different wattage electrical devices. So let's say you're in your house and you have which is a 120 volt outlet, and let's say you have a 60 watt light bulb on, a 100 watt television set, which is a pretty small television set actually, and an energy efficient 10 watt LED bulb. And what we want to do here is we want to find the energy, the total energy used, if we leave this one on for 1 hour. So just 1 hour of the day. So obviously if you have things like refrigerators that are on all day, you're going to use a lot more energy. But in a nutshell, the energy equation is, for electrical energy, is E is equal to power times time. Energy is equal to power times time, which, if you think about what a watt is really a joule per second. That's how much energy is used every second. So if I have a joule per second here, joule being a unit for energy, and time is a second, how many seconds things are on, the units cancel and I'm left with how many joules that are used. And that is the unit for energy. So that's where the energy equals power times time equation comes in. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to find the energy for each device and add them up. So energy 1 for the first device, energy 2, energy 3, power 1, which we know is 60 watts, power 2, which is 100 watts, or 100 joules per second. Watt is just the shortcut name, and our energy efficient 10 watt bulb. Energy efficient because for 10 times as less power as maybe another light bulb, we get the same or very close to the same light output. Energies we do not know, we're trying to find those. Now the time we have is 1 hour, but if you recall, we need to have time in seconds, as I stated here. So I'm going to take this 1 hour and do a little conversion. I'm going to break an hour down into minutes. I'm going to say 1 hour is, I know that's equal to 60 minutes. And I know that each 1 minute is 60 seconds. And you can probably do this in your head, although it's a good idea when you're doing conversions just to break it down. So I always know this is an equality. Everything in parentheses is an equality. 1 hour is 60 minutes. 1 minute is 60 seconds. But I know to put them on top and bottom by the units. So if I have hours on top here, hours are going to be in the bottom here. Minutes on top there, minutes on the bottom. So I'm left with a total of 3,600 seconds. So for the solve part, I'm going to calculate each energy and I'm going to add them up. So energy 1 is going to be the 60 times the time, which is 3,600 seconds. Energy 2 is going to be 100 times 3,600 seconds. And then energy 3, our energy efficient light bulb, is going to be 10 times 3,600. So if I've done the math right, this is 216,000 joules. This is 360,000 joules. That's easy to multiply. And this is 36,000 joules. And if you add those all up, you get 612,000 joules, which seems like a lot, and it is. But what the bottom line is when you get an electrical bill is how much this would cost you. In a later video, we'll talk about how you take this number here for the total energy used and be able and calculate how much in dollars this would cost you. And as you can see, the less time you use things, the lower amount of energy that you use, and therefore probably your electrical bill will be. But in a nutshell, energy is power times time, because power is a watt, as we've learned, which is really how many joules per second that it consumes. So if I multiply them by the time in seconds, that's the key point, in seconds, I can find out the energy consumption of each device, and then once I find those three, I can add them up to get a total.